In 2015, a team took to the start line of the Tour de France to make history. On day one in Utrecht, few knew just what an impact they would have on that year's race. After 7 years graduating through cycling's hierarchy, MTN-Qhubeka had finally achieved their goal of becoming the first African team to ride the Tour de France. To document their first tour experience, the team kept a video diary and captured the sights and sounds of their tour, although one sound in particular would stand out.
Yeah, I never saw these Eritreans before.
Eritrean support would prove a constant outside the team bus at every start and finish that year, as Daniel Tekla-Heimanot and Merhawi Kudus became the first riders from the cycling-obsessed African nation to tackle the Tour de France. The pair, unsurprisingly, were treated like heroes by their adoring fans.
I had a lot of message from the fans, especially now I close everything like Twitter, Facebook, because so many messages I can't explain. Yesterday it was crazy day with wind and rain, everybody getting nervous, but I'm really excited.
The celebrations wouldn't end there for the Eritrean supporters, as Daniel Tekla-Heimanot secured the polka dot jersey on stage 6.
Today is, I think, is one of the greatest days for me, for myself, and for the team. So I think we make everything what we want. Yeah, I was really feeling happy. So the plan is really what we want for today. The team want to be in the break, so I was in the break and took the points. So and the podium for today is really excited and really happy for me today. I think it's making history already. For today's stage, I think it's a bit pressure, you know, it's feeling something in myself, and yeah, of course, it's a big history for myself and from African team MTN-Qhubeka.
And Tekla-Heimanot would not be the only MTN-Qhubeka rider to reach the podium over the course of 3 weeks. The team's standout moment of the tour coming on stage 14.
It's just very emotional because so much has gone into it, really, and also the way it happened was pretty, I don't know, epic, I suppose. I don't know, it's a shock. It's just a shock.
Veteran Steve Cummings' win in Monde came in extraordinary fashion, and even more significantly, on Mandela Day. By that point, the team had already exceeded all expectations. But inevitably, the toll of one of the world's toughest races started to show, with South African prospect Louis Meintjes forced out of the race ahead of stage 18.
Louis fell ill the morning of yesterday's stage. It was quite sudden. He started complaining of some stomach issues. And we thought he was well enough to start the stage. He was obviously still having a bit of trouble. I sort of half expected him to have to pull out during the stage, but he soldiered on and somehow made it all the way through the stage, which was pretty incredible. But by the time he got to the finish line, he was quite ill. He had severe abdominal pain and he was quite dehydrated as well. It was a big disappointment for the team as well. I mean, these 3 stages really would have suited him, and I imagine he would have been, you know, on the attack today.
Spirits within the camp would remain high, however, and all 8 of the remaining riders would make it to Paris. After the final stage, the team could reflect on a groundbreaking Tour de France.
When we went through that arch and onto the cobbles, it was like seeing my wife walking down the aisle. It's the closest that I can explain the feeling that I had, and I'm really privileged to be able to experience that.
It was a dream come true just to be here at the Tour de France, and we'd achieved that, a massive objective and a massive dream and realized the dream to be here, and then you know, to have the Tour de France that we had with the lofty goals that we set out for ourselves, a jersey, a stage win, and then to top it off with what we have done, and it seems like we couldn't do anything wrong.